Now, let's have this similar sample problem. So, similar sample problem, same lang yung section natin, same lang din yung conditions natin. However, we need to determine the required still area if the ultimate bending moment, this is now equal to 150 kilonewton meters. So, paano natin ngayon siya i-design? Alright, so let's have this similar sample problem. So we need to determine the required still area if the ultimate moment that the beam will carry is 1,200 kilonewton meter. Alright, so same dimension pa rin yung gagamitin natin and also same values for the F'C and the Fy. However, the ultimate bending moment that we will use here is 1,200 kilonewton meter. Ngayon, paano natin siya isosolve? Actually, doon sa ating preliminary steps that we did earlier, parehas lang siya or parehas lang yung ating gagawin. Kaya lang, we need to check out on this condition, lalo na sa ating moment capacity at the offset dimension or the moment capacity at this flange. Kasi yan yung magdedetermine if yung value ng ating A will be exceed to the offset dimension or not. So using this once again, yung ating formula for the moment capacity of the flange and also nakuha na natin siya earlier which is the value of 1,192.826 kilonewton meter. So in comparison with our given moment capacity natin na 1,200 kilonewton meter, lumalabas dito na mas mataas yung moment capacity natin kaysa sa demand sa ating flange. Ibig sabihin lang yan, yung height ng ating A, it will exceed to offset dimension of 150 millimeters. Okay? So, ibig sabihin lang po nun is ito po yung magiging itsura ng ating area of compression. Kasi nga, lumalabas kasi na hindi na kaya ng ating flange yung given natin na moment. Kasi ito lang yung kakayanin niya dito sa height ng 150 mm. Itong value na to na 1,192.826 kilonewton meter. Kaya lang kasi yung demand kasi is 1,200. Ibig sabihin lang po nun, lalagpas na po yung value ng ating A. Lalagpas na po siya sa ating 150 millimeters. Okay, so same lang nung gagawin natin sa still area. Actually, same lang nung approach natin kanina since wala naman na bago sa ating mga sa mga dimensions. So, similar lang din yung magiging values natin for the still area also. No? Kaso, ang magiging approach lang natin dito is how do we solve for the value of this area. No? So, if we will solve for the actual still area, which is ideally, our value of A should be greater than the 150 millimeter. So, pagdating natin ng area of compression, we will consider two terms here. Yung first term natin, obviously, etong nasa flange natin, yung sakop ng ating 150 millimeters, which is this one. Yung second one naman is yung nasa ilalim. Yung ibig sabihin lang nito, para makuha mo yung height ng portion na ito, what you need to do here, you need to subtract your value of A to the 150. That's why, yung magiging height mo ngayon dito ay nasa A minus 150. Then, para makuha mo yung area ng portion na ito, you need to multiply to this 150 millimeters of thickness. Kaso, please take note, dalawa po yan. That's why, you need to multiply it by 2. So, ito yung ating magiging second area of compression. Okay? Ngayon, para maging area of compression siya, what you need to do, you need to just simply add them to. No? So, ito yung magiging formula or magiging derived equation natin that we need to substitute kapag tayo ay kukuha na ng stilled area. Okay? Ngayon, paano naman natin makukuha yung value ng A under these certain conditions? Ganito ang magiging approach natin. Since nag-consider tayo ng dalawang area, why not to consider dalawang moments dito, no? So, yung first moment na i-consider natin correspond to our first area, which is actually, nakuha na natin dito yung moment ng flange, which is equal to the 1,192.826 kilonewton meters. Ngayon, yung kukunin naman natin dito at dito, yung basis ng solving natin for the value of A is this one. Yung second moment natin or ang tawag natin dito is retaining moment. Ibig sabihin lang yan, class, kapag minus mo yung ating ultimate moment, lumalabas na yung retaining moment natin, yung matitira kapag pinag-subtract mo yung ultimate tsaka yung ating flange capacity natin. Okay? So which is, kapag pinag-subtract natin siya, dapat positive value to kasi dapat yung matitira yung makukuha natin, which is 7.174 kilonewton meter. So ito na yung ating tinatawag na retaining moment. Dito po tayo babase sa ating computation para sa height of A. Okay? So since yung second moment, yung i-consider natin dito, yung retaining moment, dapat in terms of area of compression, i-consider lang natin yung nasa baba. Ito lang, yun yung tira, yung i-consider natin. So, para sa ating retained moment capacity, we will use this one. By the way, ang pinagbasihan ko lang dito, of course, yung galing pa rin sa ating concrete. Kaya lang, dapat yung ating area of compression dapat correspond dun sa magiging bending moment natin. As well as yung gagamitin natin ditong moment arm. Okay? So, paano ko nakuha tong moment arm na to? Una, effective depth. Okay? Then, minus ko lang yung 150. So, ito lang yung natira, itong portion na to. Kaso, dapat yung center ng compression, dapat hanggang dito sa tension. That's why, yung height natin na A minus 150, dinivide ko siya sa 2. Okay? Ngayon, let's try to substitute yung mga nakuha nating given. So, by the way, sinubstitute ko dito muna yung area of compression, which is this one. Then, let's substitute yung mga given natin. Iisa na lang po yung ating unknown, which is yung ating height of rectangular stress block. So, we can directly get as 151.863 millimeters. Which is this is greater than 150 millimeters. Ibig sabihin lang po niyan, yung comparison natin between the moment capacity at the flange and then yung ating ultimate moment satisfies this condition. Okay? Dahil ang next step na gagawin natin dito, kapag na-solve na natin yung A under this condition, we can now use the equilibrium compatibility, which is this one. Kaya lang, please take note, kasi ito yung magiging confusion part dito. Baka mamaya kasi, ang gamitin ninyong area of compression ay yung pangalawa. Hindi po. Dapat, ang gagamitin nyo na ditong area of compression, yung kabuuan itself. Okay? Yung kabuuan na mismo, kasama na yung area nung nasa flange. So once you substitute it, by the way, yung ginamit ko na dito, no? So ulitin ko, yung ginamit ko na ditong area of compression, yung kabuuan na po, no? So, ang makukuha natin, or if we will try to substitute here, lahat ng ating given, once we substitute all of the given, so ang makukuha nating steel area, or total steel area, this is now equal to 5,729.871 square millimeter. Ibig sabihin lang po niyan, class, in comparison with our minimum steel area, lumalabas na hindi siya bababa, which is okay po yun. However, the critical part here is the comparison between your actual and then sa maximum value, which is hindi rin siya lalagpas. Ibig sabihin lang yan, class, this is now qualifies as your singly reinforced beam. Ibig sabihin lang yan, our total steel reinforcement that we need to use here is now equal to 5,729.871 square millimeter.